neck on it. It's gonna be a bigger head.
What are you drawing?
You get the point?
Looks like a dinosaur.
Gets the point though.
That should kill it.
Yep. Maybe just a smidge to the right, but
Give him a smiley face, huh? Happy turkey. Well, we're down in the pit right now. We're gonna shoot our guns a little bit, make sure everything's on. I had my red dot off this fall for duck and goose hunting. Put that back on, make sure it's still sighted in. And we've got turkey season right around the corner here. It is going to be the youth weekend this weekend. We'll be taking Brandon's nephew out tomorrow. Next week is first season here in Wisconsin, so we're getting pretty amped up. Let's just get ready and shoot some cardboard, huh? Easy money.
all right, huh?
One Tommy, two Tommy, three Tommy.
Strutter?
Strutter and two hens. Three hens.
What's up, big girl? Yeah, it means that those three are gonna stick together.
I just get to choose which one.
Well, basically, whatever one breaks apart.
You're gonna see him in 2 seconds, all right? As soon as you feel comfortable shooting. Like I said, just wait for the... Well, you can shoot him whenever. Wait for him to turn, though. Take him. Bingo, buddy. You got your first turkey. You smoked him too. That's a good time. First turkey.
Youth season.
Check. Mate.
I didn't even look if there's a car code behind me, that's all. Oh, is that a Tom?
Yeah.
Or is it a Jom? Well, we got a bird on, it's usually our old reliable spot. Usually every year there's birds here first week, and we got permission, and there hasn't really been many birds, but we got one bird on there tonight. It's a Tom all by himself. There was a hen out in the field earlier in the night, but he's just out mingling by himself. Dylan's contemplating work, if he can go in a half hour late or not. But by himself, we think it may be an early hunt. That's the contemplation. We're gonna maybe just watch him see a roost and then take it from there.
It's about 5:45 right now. Bird we came in here after is a little deeper than what we probably would have thought he is, but he's roosted right where they always kind of do back in on this piece of property, so not really too worried about where he's at, but he's hammering. Every time we call, he cuts us off. He's just going nonstop right now, so we don't hear any other birds back in there. Last night there was one other hen out here at one point, but she went into the woods pretty early, so I think he might be all by himself, so we're gonna keep calling a little bit here and Hopefully he works his way off the roost.
It's a little after 4 this morning. We got our ass kicked by a single Tom. He just never wanted to come to the field. He was gobbling a couple times, literally every minute, from the time he got off the roost to the time we had to leave to get to work. So when we left, he was probably within 60 yards of us, but he was with a hen. I think he bred her, and just sitting there and strutting circles, and we had to get to work. So we stuck out of there. I don't know if it was clean or not, but he was by himself, and we have other different group of birds that we were gonna hunt tonight anyways. Dylan got home a little bit before I did tonight, and the whole group of birds that we're going after tonight is in a field that they were in last night, except we're just gonna get up there quick and wait her out. Hopefully get set up a little before 5.
There they are.
Not the whole group, but a nice group for sure.
I just have to shoot him. This one was the only one that didn't have a clue. What a massacre. They came out of nowhere.
Freezing my ass off.
A couple jumping jacks to warm up.
Walking by, not fanned out, it's windy and just
Windy, kind of cold. Well, it's not 62, but yeah, it looks like the exact same weather. Kind of overcast, you know. It was super windy that night we killed.
Yep. Well, they're out. Get you a little hold. Yeah.
There's a turkey. Means they're out. We're gonna have to do a little sneak attack on the way out, I think. Just like last year. Sun's out, turkey's out. And then the jakes are gonna push them off, huh? Well, it's a little after 6 o'clock and Brandon and I have been set up for an hour or so now. We were able to sneak back to this woods pretty easily tonight. We came back to the same spot I shot my first bird last year at, and we had just a group of jakes come out of the woods here, and eventually one tom worked out. He kept just pushing the jakes all over the place. They're running all around, but now they've worked off the feed a little bit, but we've got probably a good hour and a half or so before they go to roost. I'm hoping they just come back to this woods to roost tonight, not all the way on the other side. Got a lot of hope. There's definitely more than one tom in this area, so I'm gonna sit back and see what else we can get to come in. Yeah. Well, you didn't like that decoy.
Okay, so quick interview. We were getting up and we ended up seeing 3 toms to the north here. They're working their way right to the woods. So we're gonna try to cut them off and get on the north end before the end of the night. We gotta hustle.
Left one. Yeah. He's 30 yards. Left one. Hang on. Yeah. Hang on. Okay. Yeah.
What in the heck?
What just happened?
I don't know. I have no idea.
That's insane.
We literally got up to pick up our decoys and we looked down to the north. There were still turkeys out in the field. So we snuck it to the north end here and we got them coming to bed.
The 2026 RX-10 and AX3 lineup is our most complete premier bow lineup ever. Build yours at Hoyt.com and see them today at your local Hoyt dealer.
Let's go get one, baby. Well, it's Saturday evening now, day before Easter, so this is really my last chance for this first season to get a bird. So we're actually coming onto a piece of public that adjoins my lease. Where I believe they're roosting is on the public here. So we're gonna just work our way through this grassy prairie and make an aggressive move. We got the Reaper fan. Hopefully we can make it happen tonight here. So follow along, let's go.
Keys. There's a hen running down the railroad. Well, we just heard one fire off to the north. We believe he's right on the edge of our field. It's windy. We got a big thick woods between us and that bird, and we could hear him loud and clear. So we're gonna take our time through the woods, peek out. Hopefully we can see him out in the field and make a push on him. All right, let's head out.
I still can't believe that worked out. We ended up going to the public. We've been hunting this field really hard. So we decided to go around the backside of our property and access through the public. We didn't get too far in and we heard gobbles coming from this field. So we knew they were here, we just had to figure out how to get into them. So we worked through the woods nice and slow. The toms and the hens actually worked into the far northeast corner of the field and we thought our hunt was over. So we decided, I talked with Hunter, I'm like, let's just break out the Reaper and go for it. So took the Reaper and I slowly worked my way up over this hill and I was just able to see the turkeys and came in within 40 yards. Just super thankful. Can't believe we got it done.
Morning.
Yo,
Ready to go kill a turkey?
hopefully they're back there, eh?
He's got spurs. Yeah.
Well, we made quick work tonight of our hunt after work. Like I said, we snuck out here. By the time we got to the property, it was probably about 5 o'clock. Set up by 5:30, and I think we shot him around 6, maybe 5 after 6. So it was a cool hunt. This is actually different bird than what we were calling to. There was a bird back behind the timber that we struck up. He ended up coming out to the field, but not liking the decoy. But as he was hammering, we heard 2 more birds kind of over a different hill out in the field, and sure enough, they worked their way right up the hill, over the hill, and right into the decoys. So it was a fun hunt, quick hunt, and it's the first bird on this 80 acres that I purchased this spring. So it's a fun one and good way to start the holiday weekend.
I'd like to think my calling's gotten pretty good over the years, huh?
Yeah, it works.
I gotta start learning.
How to kiki and purr and do all the fancy shit.
Yeah.
Not lucky enough.
Look at that. See that shininess in there? Just put oil in my gun. First time in about 4 years. You wanna see how fast it closes?
Because that's loud as fuck.
Look at how fast that was.
That was loud as fuck.
Turkeys can't hear, they only can see.
Shoot some cardboard, huh? Cardboard turkeys.
Sure. What do you want to know?
My name is Dylan Keelig.
Social security number, routing information.
115632. It's my social security number. Just kidding, it's not. Don't even know if it was 9 digits.